Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I want to share a positive story related to being on the receiving end of a complaint from Merch by Amazon. And I know, think about what I just said for a second, because I bet you didn't expect me to say that. When you're on the receiving end of a complaint and it's your Merch by Amazon product that got removed, how rare is it that it ultimately turns into a positive experience? I mean, like, I'm 5 years deep into the game, and this is probably the first time it's ever happened. I've had a lot of bad experiences with the system. And guys, real quick, the system, when I say the system, this is like the policing system. Obviously, Merch by Amazon, they have their rejection approval algorithm. But beyond that, you know, after it gets approved, after we submit a product and it gets approved and it's live on Amazon, they really rely on us people to manually police things, meaning we want to get something removed. Well, we submit the form and tell Amazon, hey, we think this should be removed for this reason, and we have the right to get it removed, or we hold the intellectual property. And then someone's on the receiving end of that and they're like, oh crap, you know, they get an email, which is the one you see behind me here. Dear content creator, we've removed your listing. Anyways, I'm going to explain what happened in this video. It's something that is probably going to be relevant to everybody that is in Amazon merch for the long term. I don't see how you can avoid getting one of these complaints at some point. I'm going to explain exactly why I got one and show you why it actually made sense and how it was very easily resolved. So let's get started. Real quick reminder, take advantage of the free weekly print on demand giveaway. The link's at the top of the description. 2 winners are going to be randomly selected and announced this weekend. Also, I've got a 7-day Merch by Amazon mini course that you can have in the description. All I need is your email address and I'll send you 1 lesson a day. It's completely free. And I've got a great Merch by Amazon Facebook group. If you guys would like to join, I'd love to have you there. All right, so this is the email I received from the do not reply merchbuy@amazon.com. Dear content creator, we have removed your listing because of a rights owner complaint about an item that infringes their intellectual property rights. Your listing will remain inactive until you can work with the rights owner directly to resolve the concern. Now, this is not something unique to Amazon by any stretch. This happens on pretty much any marketplace that you're going to sell your products on online. They pretty much all have some sort of a feedback mechanism where someone can claim to be the rights owner of something and get somebody else's listing removed. That's pretty much how it works, and it's all pretty much automated, because imagine trying to do all this at scale manually, right? You'd have to hire a team of lawyers. Like, I mean, I don't even know how many. So it makes sense. I get it. It's not a perfect system, but it's what we have to work with. So the email to continue says, to maintain a trusted marketplace for buyers and sellers, we take immediate action to address rights owner complaints regarding infringements of their intellectual property rights. So translation, what they're saying is, we are engineers writing an algorithm to police a catalog with 100+ million products in it. So we're just going to let automation handle it. And, you know, so that's basically what they're saying there. What you can do, contact the rights owner directly to resolve the dispute. They give you the contact information of the person who filed the form. Now, we all know, unless you're new to print on demand, guys, like, and it's not really just print on demand, it's really just making money online in general. It can be very cutthroat. Very, very cutthroat. Selling on Amazon is notoriously cutthroat. All right. It's not just print on demand. It's FBA, it's KDP, it's everything. So I didn't expect this to go over well, but I said, you know what? At a minimum, I want to protect my Merch by Amazon account and I want to attempt to resolve this. Okay. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. So here, first and foremost, is the company that had an issue with one of my shirts. Okay. The company is called Cricket Co. I mean, I don't really know. It's called Cricket Co. The website is cricketco.com. All right. And I expected it to be a like cricket sport company. The funny thing is, I've had a YouTube copyright complaint from a company with the word cricket in their name as well, just for a open source, like Creative Commons 0 license audio clip that I used on the video where I reviewed every single Amazon merch product. And yes, I did do that video 2 years ago. I can link to it in the YouTube cards here and in the description in case you missed it. But I put a lot of time, effort, and money into that video only to get it copyright struck by some company. Anyways, I'm still a little sore over that. And we eventually got it resolved because obviously the company didn't own the IP. And similarly, this Cricket Co. company did not actually own the intellectual property rights to my original design, nor did they have a trademark on using the word cricket in a shirt. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that up front. But here, let me explain now why I'm not mad at them at all, because this actually makes a lot of sense and it's not their fault either. So Amazon was actually letting them brand register the I guess the company name Cricut, or the Amazon brand name Cricut in their catalog, but also letting us submit Merch by Amazon shirts under that brand. Now, I had no clue that their brand even existed. When I submitted a product under that brand, it was just to get it indexed on that keyword. Okay, I'm not going to show you my shirt. I'm not going to do anything like that. Well, it's no longer on Amazon anyways, but so what they ended up telling me was that my product was listed on their store, on their brand store on Amazon. So it actually made sense why they had to file that, because there's no other way for them to get in touch with me to let me know, hey, this is messed up, you know? And the only way to do that really is through that form that they submitted to get my shirt removed. And when they see that shirt, they see it sold by Amazon, by the way, not by me. Again, this is Merch by Amazon, sold by Amazon. If it was FBA, they could have reached out to me. So hopefully you guys kind of get the difference there. With FBA, like, you can see my company as the Amazon. It's not really my company, I guess. It's just me as the Amazon seller. With Merch by Amazon, you don't see that. So here, let me just give you a quick insight into how I handled this situation, how we resolved it, and how this ultimately, I don't want to say it's a positive experience, because it would be better if it just never happened, but I get it, you know, and we came to the best resolution possible. So this is just a summary at a high level. We exchanged 4 emails. The first one was me to Cricut Co. And what I did was I pretended to be the legal representative of the person who had their shirt removed, because ultimately they have no clue in the first place. So why not add that like extra layer of legitimacy and authenticity, as opposed to me just being like, hey, asshole, you know, you got my shirt removed. What's wrong? You know, saying something like that. Like, nothing gets resolved if you do that. So I'm not going to play that game. Also, if you do that and they know any more of your listings, they can also falsely report your listings. You know what I mean? So it's not a can of worms you want to open. It's also mainly why I don't share my personal products on this YouTube channel, because it only takes one person that doesn't like me to get me in a lot of trouble. So that's why I try to keep it like off the radar, if you guys were wondering. All right, so my first email, pretending to be the legal representative. Hey, can you provide proof of you being the intellectual property holder to MyDesign? They get back to me and explained the issue, saying, hey, no, it has nothing to do with that. It's just that your product was listed on our Amazon store. And so I pulled up their Amazon store and was like, oh, I see how this is happening, because I see 2 other people's products here listed on their Amazon store as well. Then I said to them basically, oh, thank you, my client understands, and you know, something like that. I'm still pretending to be the legal representative for consistency. I say, do you mind retracting the complaint? And then they said, hey, absolutely, no problem. How about that, guys? I mean, it was kind of like this, like quick, easy. You know, the person who I was working with was actually at their computer responding to the emails pretty quickly as well. So shout out to cricketco.com. I don't know what that company is, but you know, they've got a nice looking Amazon store, nice looking website. So shout out to them for being easy to work with, for being understanding. And here's the email that I actually got from them. Hi, Ryan, no worries. I went ahead and retracted the Amazon complaint. Best regards. So, hey, that's about best case scenario, guys. I also wanted to leave one last tip before I close out this video. And that's that before I heard back from the Cricut Co. representative who initially filed the complaint, I also submitted a contact form to Merch by Amazon. I almost never do that because I don't like to bother them. My understanding is that it's a small team there, so I don't want to like blow them up with a million emails. But as a precaution, I emailed them. I said, hello, I've confirmed that this was not an intellectual property rights violation. And while I've worked it out with the person who filed the report, which is a little bit of a fib, but I mean, I knew I didn't do anything wrong, put it that way. So I was confident in submitting the form and saying that we resolved it. I said, I don't anticipate they will reach out and retract the complaint because they have no incentive to. So I said basically that in, you know, in as few words as possible, and reached out to the Merch by Amazon team just to try to like keep my account in good standing. You know what I mean? I'm not on the receiving end of many of these, but it's going to happen to all of us. Like I said, if you're in it for the long run and you scale up your Merch by Amazon account, over time, you can anticipate that something weird is going to happen, whether it's somebody being malicious or somebody like the Cricut Co. representative who is just trying to clean their Amazon store, which is understandable. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Quick reminder before I wrap up, I do have a full Merch by Amazon course walking you through how I went from tier 10 to tier 200,000. If you're interested in learning more, there's a link in the description. Thank you for watching, though. Please like, please subscribe, please drop me a comment in the description if you've had any similar experiences. Was it good? Was it bad? I'd love to hear from you. But guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.